Welcome to another episode of the Everyday Investor. Today we have a very special guest. This gentleman has acquired a number of skills over the years. He also runs a very successful business. Uh, TI family, help me welcome Phillip Porter. How's it going, Phil?
What's up? What's up, man?
Can you
How
hear
you
me?
doing? I can hear you great.
Okay, no, I can hear you. Thanks for just giving us a little bit of your time today. Kind of go through a number of things as it relates to investing in yourself as well as just investing in different things such as businesses, real estate, stocks, whatever your investment vehicle is. The goal of the channel is, pretty much to have these different interviews as case studies, so that as people, the TEI family, I call them, kind of looks on, hopefully they can identify themselves with one or more of the guests that we go through and talk about different investments, different skills, acquiring different skills and things of that sort, and they can kind of pick up on those things and kind of take those, hopefully apply some of those skills and investment. I don't want to say tips, but the way different people invest in their everyday lives and be able to apply them in their life and just make
Hmm.
more money and just live a better life.
Yep.
So I like to start all the way at the beginning as it relates to kind of growing up. So did you grow up in a from a financial standpoint, a lower class upbringing, middle class, upper class? I know for myself, my mom, she raised me and my brothers, and again, she gave us all the love and all the discipline and things like that we needed. But from a financial aspect, I would probably say we were maybe lower middle class or lower class to lower middle class. So, how did you grow up, and actually, where did you grow up?
All right. So, excellent question. So, I grew up in the east side of Detroit, on the east side of Detroit, and similar, I would say lower class to lower middle class at times. I mean, we were just getting Goodwill boxes on Christmas, and so whatever. I'll let you place that. But yeah.
So then did like growing up, and again, this may be more of a, I guess, a lower class thing, just of not knowing. But I know as I was growing up, moms, parents, they really didn't talk to me and my brothers about finances, about money, investing, things like that. Did you have a similar experience, or how did your parents kind of still in you money and tips about money and investing and things like that growing up?
I mean, the extent of the, let's say, financial or money or knowledge that was imparted to me was just a few different things. One, money doesn't grow on trees. Two, get a good job. Go to school, get a good job. So go to college, and save your money. That's pretty much it. And some of that was not even direct, not to the like, not like, hey, here are the key principles to money. Not even I would not even giving that much credit, right? Where you actually have enough awareness to be able to say, hey, like here are the things that's important. It was basically just me learning through observation, and maybe at some point some of those things were actually said, but that's pretty much the extent. Like I said, save your money, so don't spend it all. So try to be smart. Go to school so you can get a good job, and it don't grow on trees, so it's a scarce resource.
Right, right. No, I was going to say definitely seemed like more of a scarce resource. And I guess how did that, I guess, affect or mold your view on money? I know a lot of times, whether we like it or not, or we understand it or not, the different principles that our parents teach us or the lack thereof about money and uh, growing up, they kind of stick with us. You hear a lot of adults say, "Hey, my parents." Actually, my last guest, he said his dad always preached to him about the frugality of money, be frugal with your money, things like that. So now, as he's growing up, and he actually makes a decent amount of money as well, but he's frugal, but he still spends and things like that. But he is frugal, and that always what his dad preached to him growing up always stuck with him. So did your parents kind of teach you the things that they taught you about money growing up? Did that kind of mold or shape you as you were, growing up in middle school and high school, or was it just, hey, no, I'm trying to be a kid, I'm trying to live a good life, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about this whole money thing yet?
No, good question. Good question. 100% impacted me as a kid, and even to this day, especially when I got into doing like business and whatnot. Like you
Uh,
end up with these invisible ceilings that you don't realize you in this box because you always lived in this box. But now that you are doing something that is, or at least I was doing something that's going to get you outside of the box, you start to realize, oh, that's a ceiling there, and it's an invisible ceiling until you get something or someone that comes in and shows you, all right, no, that's actually not the proper way to think. So you get all these blind spots. As a kid, so let's say like you're talking about like middle school, no, definitely it framed me at that point because yes, I'm being a kid, but also like aware of money situation. As far as like so when I was a kid, you try not to ask your parents and stuff for like a lot of stuff just because we ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? So I was at school, like I remember. Like I played on the football team, like in the sixth grade or whatnot. It was like $82, like to get your pads or whatever. So I basically just had to go out on cutting grass to get that. Like the shoes and stuff. I wanted some nice pair of shoes. At that time, it was Rockports, right? So everybody wanted Rockports. I had my mom take me to the mall to go get them, but that was pretty much it. I pretty much paid for them for myself, and just so I was working on things, and then all the way through high school was working, so that way you just got your own at least so that what you're not as much of a burden. So I would say that's how as a kid it framed me, and then obviously to today, I would think it's probably still impacting me today, right? Because it's all about your perception, your mental, like your mental capacity. So even to this day it affects it. But the biggest thing that I would say is what something that was hit was, or the biggest event was, like I said, me getting into business, getting into entrepreneurship, investing, and then not being able to achieve up until a point where I can outgrow those things.